Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to a brand new episode, brand new summer of macombmetalcore. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Really excited for this one. This is the first time I'm doing this. So this band called Throwback, they're from Austria, and they hit me up on Instagram, and they said they wanted to see a reaction to their new track called ISKARIOT on the channel, and they asked me if I'd be interested, and I checked out the track a little bit. I still have not listened to it all the way through, so it's a partial live reaction. I still have not listened to it all the way through, and they asked me to do a reaction to it, and so I was like, all right, and so I checked out a little bit of the song, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, so this is what we're dealing with, and I was like, yeah, I would love to do that. This track is sick. It sounds brutal. It's really heavy, and they came to me from the Paleface, a Swiss reaction video, and so they're kind of like the same genre. In terms of they're really, really brutally heavy. And so if that's your thing and you've never heard of this band, then I want you to stay here, and you should want to stay here as well, because you're about to get put on to a new band who's absolutely brutal and I think has a chance to be up next, especially with the way that their tracks are. They're brutal and they're heavy, and they've got some nasty breakdowns, dude. So like I said, I haven't listened to this track all the way through yet. I've listened to snippets of it. So this is a partial live reaction. But the stuff that I have heard is brutal and heavy and very, very headbanging. Very, very, like, let's get in a pit and let's throw some elbows, eh? So I'm very excited for this track. It's a track they dropped this year, last month, May 31st. And it's called ISKARIOT. It's featuring No Face, No Case. And I'm really, really pumped for it. I'm really pumped to listen to it live in full for the first time, especially being right here. And for the guys in Throwback, I thank you guys so much for trusting me in this track and to react to it. And I'm really, really excited. So at this point, I think we should just get right into it. And plus, and before we get into it, make sure to follow these guys on Instagram at Throwback Hardcore. Bangers, nice dudes, and you're going to love this track, and you're going to love everything else that they put out, because they are heavy. So without further ado, ISKARIOT by Throwback featuring No Face, No Case. Let's go. Starts off all slow. You're like, all right, like, this ain't gonna be, like, I don't really know about this. Is this gonna be a heavy track? Is it? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure either. Oh, you wait. Uh-oh. Guitar's getting in. This is just the opening to the pit. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, dude, the guitar right there. Oh. Shout out to that guitar right there, dude. That's nasty. That's some nasty backing effects. Woo! It's really satisfying. I'm a big fan of the guitar in this track. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Dude, the guitar right there, dude, is so cool, dude. This is brutal, dude. Ugh. Woohoo! Ding, ding, ding. Dude, I'm a huge fan of that guitar right there, dude. Oh, dude. This is gonna be brutal, dude. Woo.
Shut the fuck up, bitch, and get out of my way!
Oh. Oh.
There's nothing you can do to take it back. Take it fucking back.
Ooh. Dude, the vocals are sick too. I mean, come on. What did you... I told you it was going to be heavy. And I haven't listened to it all the way through. That's my first time listening to it all the way through. And boy, oh boy, dude. See, if they played that live and there's a pit going, man, somebody's leaving with a broken nose or ribs or face or everything. Because, wow, that's brutal. Brutal track, dude. But at the same time, it's really cool. It's brutal. And it's cool. I'm a big fan of the guitar, especially in the beginning. Like, really cool. The drumming's got some real cool parts. And the vocals, too, dude. I will never understand how people can... I will never understand how people can do that. Like, for example, I watched Will Ramos live one takes, and it's so impressive. Like, I feel like that has to hurt. It's crazy impressive. And the fact that they can do this and it sound good the whole time is so impressive. And I think this band has a chance to be up next, and I think they deserve a lot more hype than they're getting, because this band rocks. Like straight up. Like, this is metal. This is metal hardcore, and it's brutal, and I'm a huge fan of it. A shout out to Throwback for this track, and shout out to them for hitting me up so that I could hear this track, because this thing bangs, dude. Absolute banger. And if you don't like it, then I dare I say, you're wrong, because this is brutal. It's got great vocals, great instrumentals, and it's just all around, and it's just a good track. It's a good track. It's fun, and this is the kind of track that gets a crowd going. So shout out to Throwback for this track. ISKARIOT, and shout out to No Face No Case for being featured on it. This is an absolute rager of a track, and more people need to hear it. So I hope that all my subscribers here on YouTube, all my followers on Instagram, can give Throwback a second of their time and go check out this track. And while you're at it, as soon as you hear this song, if you're not watching this video, which if you're hearing me say this, then you did, obviously. But anyway, to go listen to Throwback and go follow them on Instagram, because they deserve it, because they keep dropping tracks like this. All their stuff is this heavy. And is this good. This band deserves more hype. So give it to them, is what I'm saying. So shout out to Throwback for asking me to do a reaction to this track, and shout out to Throwback for dropping bangers, dude. Left, right, center, all around. And yeah, I'm hoping that this band comes to America one day, because I would love to see them. Because this track bangs, and I would love to get a broken nose and a bloody nose to this track. or broken ribs or be out of commission for a year because everything hurts because of this one song. Brutal. Shout out to Throwback once again. But that's all we got for you guys today. Thank you so much to Throwback for giving me this opportunity and for hitting me up and for dropping tracks like this because it's rad. But that's all we have for you today. And thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you guys made it this far, thank you very much. If you didn't, you don't even know I'm saying this. But that's all we got for you today. Hoping to do some more episodes coming up soon. But that's all we got. So thank you guys so much for listening. And Macomb Metalcore out.